to do some practicing. So yeah, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And hello, hey sexies, welcome to Dummies. We are going to be doing some pole dancing today. So my name is Brenna, and this is B, and I've been pole dancing for a little over a year. And B, how long have you been pole dancing?
Not very long. I mean, a little bit. I prefer like length a long time, but actually not a lot of times on the pole. So
yeah, well, good. And that's why B is here today. I'm going to be showing B some beginner stuff. We're going to be reviewing what we did last week, which is like a ballerina spin. We did a back hook spin. We did some fire person spins. So hopefully we can all learn together. So we're going to start. We're doing some warm-ups. We're going to focus a lot on the neck and shoulders today because B has a lot of tension there. We've been gaming a little bit too much lately, so we literally gamed like all weekend. So we're going to start by rolling our necks in one direction, really being careful not to injure the neck. And you want to go probably pretty slow for this to really feel the stretch and to avoid injury. How's it feeling, B?
it feels really good.
Have you switched directions?
I just switched.
Okay, good. Yeah, make sure you do both directions. What else did you want to say, B?
Ooh, yeah, my neck is still really sore.
Yeah. And when you do your neck rolls, you want to make sure you have good posture still, so your shoulders are back for that neck roll. And then what we're going to do when we're done with that is some shoulder rolls. So we're going to start in one direction. I'm starting going backwards. So you bring your shoulders up to your head, back, down, forward, and back up to get a good shoulder roll. And then we're going to do the same thing in the forward direction. Like that. Is that helping at all?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Yeah, and you can also get your arms out a little bit to get a little bit of arm stretch if you like. And then we're going to start doing some arm stretches. We're going to basically be putting our arm behind our back and pushing down on the elbow with the other arm. You'll feel a good stretch there. Is that helping your neck at all, B?
Not really. It's helping my arms.
Your arms more? Alright, we can switch sides and try another neck stretch really quick. Because I know you're tense. So, for the next stretch, we're going to put our head down to the side and just slightly push down with your hand. And you should feel like the right position for it so it feels good. But that tilt should really help get a lot of tension from the side of your neck. Is that helping, B?
Mm-hmm.
Good. And you'll want to do that on the other side too. And you can hold this as long or as little as you'd like, but I have a lot of stretches that I want to cover today, so we're going to move a little faster, and you can definitely, do what feels good. I'll shake it out a little bit in the meantime. Whew.
All right.
Good, good, good. So we're going to do some more arm stretches. You're all right. You're going to reach your arm across your chest and push back a little bit with your other arm, and you'll feel a good stretch right around here. Woo. And your whole body is connected, so even if you have tension in one area, it can start spreading to other areas, so you want to make sure you stretch all parts of the body to relieve the tension that may be building up that you're not aware of yet. And we're going to switch sides. stretching. And I like to just do, I'm kind of like a free-flowing stretcher. So I'll go, you okay?
Yeah.
Come on.
I lost my balance.
That's all right. Yeah, I'm a free-flowing stretcher, so sometimes I like move a lot when I'm stretching just because it feels good. So my technique isn't always like on the dot. If you see me moving around a lot, it's just because it feels good. And pushing back onto your hand, getting that back engaged. Beautiful. And I'm feeling that in my shoulder a little bit too. Do you feel that a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
I might also be tense, so that could be my tension talking. And then we'll return to the floor. Awesome. Let's start doing some lunges. So we're going to step one foot forward, on your tippy toes in the back, and then bending this front leg and just making sure resting into that position, really stretching your back thigh leg here. How's that feel?
Good, yeah. Lunges are always one of my favorites.
Yeah, lunges feel really good. And these are good to do also if you're training to do the splits, the frontward splits. I cannot yet do the splits, but this is me trying. I'm working towards that. Is that all right? Yes, you can also lean forward here into a front lunge. Ooh, that gives a lot more support. That's good. That's good. And I like to bounce always, of course. And then I'm going to go backwards a little bit. I don't know if we're losing each other in the screen, but we're going to switch legs. It's really important to stretch before pole dancing to prevent injury. So always, no matter what your practice is, when you're pole dancing, you've got to stretch at least 8 minutes before your workout. For more advanced workouts, pole workouts, you want to do that for even longer, maybe like 15 minutes. So when you're done there, B, take as much time as you'd like, because I know these stretches feel really good. We're going to do a squat and just hold it here.
All right.
Holding some squats. You can either put your hands here for a little bit more support, here, wherever you feel most comfortable. You can do this as well. Ooh. Yeah, we need this stretch. We've been sitting for 2 days straight streaming, playing video games. And I just like to move from side to side, stretch, just to get moving. So yeah, your feet are in like a triangle position, and then you go towards one foot, and then you go towards the other, and you can hold these. I just like switching it up because I just do. Yeah, good stretching.
There was something I remember from rugby where we would like do this. I don't remember what it was. No.
Oh.
We did a lot of stretching, obviously, in rugby. But there was
awesome.
like a funny name for that one too. Yeah, I don't remember.
We'll have to learn that because that would be fun to do on stream.
Yeah.
And a lot of the exercises, if you do other sports or things like that, a lot of those stretches you can do in pole dancing too. Just make sure you get all of the areas that you will be focusing on when you're on the pole. Awesome.
Hands too.
Oh yeah, so we want to start with some wrist rolls. Wrists are a really important part of the body to warm up for pole dancing. So we're going to do that for one way, and then we want to reverse it. I forget which way. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, both directions. You get a lot of tension in your wrists from everyday tasks like texting, driving, being on your computer. So it's really important to stretch your wrists even if you're not pole dancing. So yeah, good. And then what was the other one? Oh yeah. You can also pull on your hand like this to get a wrist stretch. You want to be careful here. You have a lot of important muscles here. You don't want to overextend them. So be very gentle when you're pulling and trust your body and what your body is telling you. If it hurts, you probably shouldn't do it. And then you're going to flip your hand up and pull the fingertips in order to get an additional stretch.
Just like that.
Just like that. And then we're going to do that on the other side as well. Are there any other stretches that you would like to do today? Maybe we could do some body rolls?
Sure, yeah. That
Cool.
sounds good.
Cool. I do want to switch it up from last week. So I usually do the same stretches for all my warm-ups, but I do want to diversify them for y'all who keep tuning in to watch us. So thank you so much for being here, and we are going to continue working hard to give you more content.
Yeah.
Awesome. So is body rolls. So this is a good way to get some flow into your body, some movement. So what we're going to start with is some chest rolls. So you just isolate your chest. So it's back, side, front, side. So make sure you're hitting all 4 of those points. And you can smooth out and start doing rolls. Here we go. You want to really you can curve your back. The more movements, the more curves you have in your body, the more sensual it looks. And then we want to make sure we're also doing the other side. Did we do some sides?
No.
All right. So we're going to have it there. Continue with your thing. I'm just going to check on the chat real quick. All right. Very good. Very good. Okay. So then we're going to work on our hips now. Now we're going to go with our hips. So this time might feel funny because you're going to be kind of clenching your booty when it's forward a little bit and then really popping it out when you're back here. So that'll just make the flow a lot prettier. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to start forward, side, back, side, front. And I really urge you to try isolating it first so you really can get those deep movements when you smooth it out. And these are a lot harder than they look. So if you're at home thinking what the heck, this looks terrible, it's okay. It needs more practice. And as you can see here, I'm not the expert at this, but we are practicing to be better. And we will move the other direction. Very good. And don't be scared to really get your groin up on that pole to flow it out. Beautiful, beautiful. Now we're going to do body rolls. So that's going to be the full body, and you're going to be, actually, before we do that, we're going to do what we just did, but with the entire body. So we're going to be really moving the entire body in circles. Make sure you do side, front, side, back, side, front. A lot of my students don't like doing this because they feel silly, but I promise you it will help you with flow moving forward with other pole moves. And it's also a great move in itself. So now we're going to be doing up and down. So you're going to start with your head, chest, tingling, and then you're going to bend your knees and pop that booty, starting again, head, chest, groin, down on your knees, booty, beautiful beat, head, chest, groin, bend the knees, pop the booty, and continue this way. A way to make this harder is going backwards, so you start with groin, stomach, head, booty, bend the knees, groin, belly, head, booty, bend the knees. So that's just a good way to get the body moving and flowing so your pole moves have a little more fluidity and aren't so rigid. So, are you ready to get on the pole? Are you okay to pull this
Oh,
down?
yeah, let me take some of this stuff up. And I'm going to get some water.
Sure. So while we get some water, I'm going to clean the pole. And to clean the pole, you take isopropyl alcohol and you spray it on the rag. And then you climb the pole as such. Oh, and will you get some grip while you're on there too?
Yes.
And you just wipe down the pole like this.
of paper towels?
Oh, you can use a rag. There's rags in there. There's some in the back that might work. Yeah, any of those?
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Let's see.
Cool.
Any questions? We have a lot of people popping in and saying hi. Hello, Alina and
Hey,
Luna
sexies.
and Michael Jackson and Chica Bamboni and Finex. Hello, everybody.
Hey, sexies. Thank you so much for joining us. And we are going live on TikTok and Twitch and YouTube right now. So thank you so much for all of y'all for being here.
All right.
And what I just am doing now is putting grip on my body parts that I'm going to be using. So I put them on my hands, I put them on the inside of my thighs, so I can really grip the pole and I don't injure myself. Do you have any questions, Bea?
Not really any
No questions
questions.
so far? I'm just going to do a quick little beginner's flow of some of the things that we worked on last time. So this is a ballerina move. You can also open your legs here for a front hook. Then you can also go the other direction in a fire person spin. Beautiful fire person. You can do it like this. You can do it like this. Or you can do it like this. So then you can climb up the pole. Slinky. All right, Bea, are you ready to get back up here?
Yes.
Excellent. So what I'm going to ask you to do, Bea, is just do a quick little flow. So you know a lot of moves. You know a ballerina, you know a fire person, you know back spin. What I would like you to do is just do some more spins, get comfortable with the pole, and get comfortable with the grip as well. If you're using a new grip today, you might want to test the grip on the pole. And grip is basically, there's a lot of like liquid chalk. That's kind of the kind that we're using. It dries out your hands so you can grip the pole easier. Awesome. Ooh, I've never heard of that grip before.
Oh,
Dry grip?
It was in our.
It must have been donated to us. Great. Hopefully this might work better for you. So Bea is starting with the ballerina spin. Make sure you're pointing those toes. Pointing your toes engages your legs. Beautiful dismount. Very nice. And we're going in the other direction now. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Amazing. Yay.
And then, what did you say else to do?
You can do a fire person sit.
Oh, yeah.
Or a pole sit, perhaps. Do you have grips on your thighs?
Nope.
We might want to do that before you do your pole sit.
I was going to do that right now.
Oh, well, get some grip on you then. It's important to just play it safe, especially we sweat a lot, so I want to make sure that you're secure and making sure you're not sliding around with all those bodily fluids. Beautiful. And so, yes, turn your toes. You want to lower your hands a little bit so you're not doing a full pull-up. It's up to you, but it's a little less if you start a little lower. If you feel like you want to grip higher, that's fine,
Yeah.
but just a tip. Do what works for your body. Everyone's body is different. Beautiful. So this is a pole sit. Very nice. Are you really squeezing and engaging those legs?
Squeeze.
Oh, good. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Did you land okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Wow, it just still kind of hurts a little bit, you know.
In the thighs?
Yeah.
Pole sits hurt really bad when you first start, so don't be discouraged. I like beginners to start working on them early, so by the time you're ready to do some cool pole sit tricks, they're advanced enough and it doesn't hurt as bad. Beautiful. And now we do that on the other side, which is great. You want to practice on both sides. Even on the bottom. This grip is all over the place. Great. That's beautiful.
All right, yeah.
Very nice. Do you want to try a fire person spin really quick?
Sure.
And I think what we'll work on today is an open grip.
Is the fire person the one with like you're putting your arm brace like this?
So fire person, you can do it a few ways. You can also just grab both hands up high and do it like that. Whatever you feel most comfortable with. Yep. Beautiful. So as you can see here, these knees, you might want to move them a little closer to your knees. That's all right. This is a basic fire person. It's pretty elevated, this one, because the pole is resting in the thighs. Very good, very good. So I'll let you take a break.
Okay.
Today, I think what I'm going to be teaching you is a little bit about different groups, since that is something that you were asking about.
Oh, yeah.
There are plenty of different groups for pole dancing. For the ballerina that we did in the beginning, this is the grip that we was using. There are grips where you can grip up high. There are also grips where you can put your elbow against the pole and then the other arm up high. And this just kind of helps you push yourself away from the pole. There's so many more, but one last one I will show you that we can work on today, because I think we touched on it last time, is the open grip. This is a very difficult grip, so I don't really recommend this one for beginners, but we can start practicing and training for this so we can start doing more open grip moves. So would you like to work on the elbow grip today, since that's something?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for that, now I forget the real names. I'm sorry. I will learn the names eventually of all of these grips. I believe this is like a half bracket kind of grip, but essentially, you're going to put one arm on the pole and diagonally putting your elbow onto the pole as well. Your other arm is going to reach up, and then you can swing out and test this. Do you have a good grip? Do you feel secure? And you should be able to kind of push yourself off the pole with that elbow. A lot of people make the mistake of putting their elbow too far off the pole, and that's dangerous because that's not actually providing you any support. And some people don't put it on the pole enough, so then they can slip through like that. You really want to find a good balance of putting your arm, the hand on the pole, and then really finding a good place. It is a little diagonal, but not too far, enough where you can just rest your elbow on the pole so you have that grip. How are you doing, B?
Looking good. The Twitch stream crashed.
Oh.
So I just turned it back on. Hopefully that'll stay for a little while.
Okay. Well, you want to make sure you do it on the other side as well. Practice both sides, but we will get to that. Anything else that you're seeing, B?
No, not really.
Great. So when you are ready, I'll have you come back over here and we can try to practice this grip.
Let's do it.
Got your water? You can bring your water over here too if you want.
That's true. It's almost empty.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will show you once again really quick what I want you to do. You're going to be facing the pole, and I'll have you observe first.
Okay.
You're going to face the pole. The hand that is going to be the elbow on the pole, you're going to put that hand right in front of your face, kind of, and then push your elbow into the pole like this, not too far this way, not too far this way. You really want to find that secure place here. Your other arm is just going to be up high, and then what you're going to do is swing your leg out and just try to practice on this grip, and then you're going to do it on the other side as well.
Okay. Let's see. Let me do it on the camera.
Grip up. Good idea. Yes. And then you can also like push away from the pole from here with your elbow. If you want to experiment with that, that's fine. But you don't have to if you don't feel confident in that yet.
Okay. So like face level.
Yeah, you can go a little lower, maybe like nose level.
Okay.
Does that feel pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just.
Yeah. That's great. And make sure you're pointing your toes. Beautiful. Do you really feel that push with your elbow?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you do have to build strength for this as well. So if you can't do it right away, that's all right. But B is very strong, and we've worked a little bit with this before. So B, your elbow is a little too far off the pole there. So you might want to bring it in. It's a little awkward, but you will understand the more you use this grip. Beautiful.
Okay.
How does that feel?
Difficult.
Yes, this is difficult. This is a move that I personally found early on that I really liked, but not everyone feels the same way. Some people find a lot of comfort in different moves, so what works for one person doesn't necessarily work for the other people, so it's okay if this doesn't work for you. Then we're going to keep practicing this one. We're going to try a few different spins.
Sure.
So we're going to do the half bracket. I'm going to call it half bracket now. That's not really what it's called, but so we're going to call it the elbow grip, and then you're going to swing around and do a fire person spin. So this way you can push yourself away from the pole, and your legs are less likely to be thighs gripping the pole, and your knees can really grip the pole. And you'll want to make sure you do that on both sides. As such, really bring your legs up and squeeze.
are the landlords. They outrank me, but we're just giving a quick peek. Yeah.
Welcome, the landlords are here.
Oh, sorry. No, they just want a quick peek.
So, as I was saying earlier, if you can't quite pick yourself up from this position, you can get into the correct place and just kind of start practicing, just slightly picking your toes up off the ground, eventually more and more. And then by that time, when you feel confident up here, whatever, then you can turn it into a spin. Do it like this. You can either be facing the pole, go to the side of the pole, go to the other side of the pole. And that'll help train and condition your arms in order to be able to pick yourself up. You're always going to practice on your other side. Oh, how did I do it before? We're facing the pole, kind of lifting up our toes, things like that. And then going into a spin, one way, back to the front, the other way. And make sure whenever you land on your toes. And if you can't do that because you're like kind of grasping for things, at least come down with control so you don't injure yourself. Alright.
A lot of people asking about the pole, wondering why it's not falling.
Oh, okay. We always get questions about the pole, and that's completely understandable. This pole is what's called a podium pole. And a podium pole means that there's a stage. This is the stage here. And then the pole just comes out of it, and it doesn't have a top. There's nothing touching the top. The pole is not fixed to the ceiling or anything. It's just freestanding. And basically the base is heavy enough to hold the pole up. So I hope that answers your questions. Was that basically what they were?
Yeah, and people asking about your voice too.
Oh, yeah. I don't actually talk like that. Hey, sexies, this is my real voice. But I talk in the higher register for a reason. We talk about that a lot. But basically, and I have videos on it too if you want me to go into more depth. But basically, I talk in this higher register because it makes me more positive and it makes me just kind of escape from my everyday life. So when I come talk to you guys, I'm in a better mood and I like leave everything else aside so I can be present in the moment with you all. So, yeah. Bea, what's your real voice?
This is my real voice. I don't do a voice, I'm sorry.
And if you want to hear me do more of my normal voice, you can watch us on our Twitch stream. So we also do video game live streaming on Twitch and YouTube at Pull for Dummies. So yeah, and we should be doing that later tonight. We're playing Room World. Woo! We haven't slept in days. Yeah. We've been streaming, we've been making content.
Stream and film videos.
And then working our full-time jobs as well. So anyway, so how is your strength doing? Do you want to do some maybe more basic stuff? Sure. Is that too strenuous for you?
Just the stuff where I'm not using my legs is a little bit more difficult because my legs are the strongest part, but I'm doing okay. I'm getting a little tired.
This is an exhausting sport, especially for beginners when you're still building the strength. So listening to your body is really important. Obviously, you can push yourself a little bit, but please listen to your body because that will prevent future injuries down the line. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let's see. Have we worked on inverts at all? Okay, so we just released an invert video, so I feel like it's time we can actually condition for that.
Okay.
I did release this video today, so if you want to check out our YouTube or TikTok, it's uploaded. It'll be on our Instagram later, but at Pull for Dummies, obviously. But we're going to start conditioning for our arm strength. In order for us to go upside down, going upside down looks like this. I didn't want to kick you.
Yeah.
These shoes are killer,
Yes.
so I want to make sure. Yeah, wait, we need to what?
So I said we need to put something in there.
Oh yeah, so we also will be putting things in our shoes. Whatever, yeah. We'll do that another time. If you watch our videos, you know what we mean. We put things in the shoes and you can request stuff, and we're going to be doing that after this, which will be fun.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're doing right now. We get sidetracked a lot, so anyway, in order to do an invert, you want to make sure your arms are strong enough, and I know you want to work on leg stuff, but you need to work on arm stuff. That's too bad, that's right. So what you're going to do is put your armpit is giving that gorilla grip to the pole, okay? And then your other arm is going to go on top. And what you're going to do, just for the beginning, is you're just going to lift up your legs like so. And you're going to want to make sure you do it on the other side as well. So your booty cheek on the pole, armpit gripping, hold tight right by your head. So this one's important because if you put it up higher, you have to pull your weight more. So that's more difficult. If you put it here, you have a little bit more security. So you just lift up your legs like so. And you can hold it if you want, whatever you're feeling comfortable with. Let's just see how we can do that. And also, you're wearing a short sleeve shirt, so you're not going to have as much grip in the armpit. That's okay. Yeah, you can pull up. Let's get all of the armpit grease on the pole, and then make sure that arm's going to be lower. So, wait. Swap your hands. So, this one's on top.
Oh.
This one's on bottom. Yep. There you go. And so a little lower. I promise you, if it's a little lower, you'll have a little bit more time. And then is your booty on the pole?
Yeah.
So you're going to really hold tight, and then just try to lift your legs up. Beautiful. Beautiful. That is so good. This is really hard to do. Yes. So you're going to want to do that. So you did 3 times on this side. Beautiful.
Okay.
And then you're going to want to do on the other side. Take a break really quick. That was amazing. You're very strong. Yes, take more grip. And then I want to keep encouraging you to point those toes.
Oh, yeah.
When you point your toes, it's really important. Not only is it beautiful, but it also engages the muscles in your legs, so your body is ready to perform the moves that it needs to do. Great, getting more grip. And then for those of you at home who's like, oh wow, well this is really easy, you can also just bring your legs up in front of you, like such. Or you can open up your legs, like such. And then the higher, or like the longer you hold it up, the harder it is, obviously. So you can also hold those moves there. So, Dee's going to try again. You're doing the other side. Great. So make sure that hand is what's next to your head. Yeah, you always want to place your inside arm first for this move, your booty cheek. Yes, that's amazing. And then make sure that other arm is going to be right next to that hand. Yes. So there we go. Booty cheek is on the pole. Make sure you're on your toes. And then point those toes as you lift them up. Beautiful. Yes. And take your time. If you need a breather in between, that's totally fine. And you're coming down with good control. That's good. There we go. Beautiful. Give it up for me in the chat. That's amazing. Very beautiful. How are you feeling?
Thank you. Tired already.
Yeah, absolutely. And if we keep doing this, you're going to have enough strength to continue moving forward. So again, for those of you at home who's been working towards pole dancing goals, it's okay if you haven't gotten it yet. Your body just needs to grow accustomed to the strength that you need to be building, the muscles that need to be used. So don't be discouraged. Yeah, awesome.
Cool.
So if you're tired, do you want to? What time is it? We have like 15 more minutes.
Something like that,
I
yeah.
can do like a quick little dance for y'all.
Sure.
Great. So, open grip. I'm liking to do some open stuff. And this is good strength building too. Just using your body on the pole while hanging on and just moving around however you feel like will give you a good idea of what kind of strength your body has. Like this. And I want to be able to do a lot more stuff too, but I'm not quite strong enough for that stuff. But this is what I've been working on, and as you can see, I've improved a lot. I started with no muscles at all, so this is really cool that I'm able to do these things now. I still have goals, but I know that I need to work towards them in order to achieve them.
So we have one question on YouTube. Ashley's asking, what made you want to start a YouTube channel?
Oh, well, that is a good question. So basically, I started my YouTube channel because I started a TikTok account first. I got drunk one night, which I don't recommend for anyone at home, but I got drunk one day and I decided to make some pole dancing content. People loved it. I made some tutorials. And so from there, since
filming stuff. I like editing videos. I like being part of a good community. And just being more behind the scenes. And I'm saying that as I'm behind the cameras right now.
Bea likes to be behind the camera too. In fact, a lot of her content is filmed by Bea, so even though you don't see Bea in front of the camera, they're probably behind it. So, yeah. Thank you for your questions.
Yeah. Some people are asking about doing inversions and doing the helicopter from our video. Like, how do we do that?
Okay. So, inverts. So obviously we talked a bit about conditioning for inverts, and then you can, once you feel confident enough, you can eventually go upside down like this. But you can't do the moves in the helicopter video without knowing that first. So basically, you have to learn how to do an invert on the ground first, and then you have to learn how to do it in the air. So you have to be able to climb, and then do the same thing, but in the air. And then that's how we did the helicopter video. But then we speeded it up, we sped it up, and so it was like really fast, me doing this move. So that's how we did it, and we reversed it. So then I went down like this, and then I started like doing this. And then we just reversed it so we could do the helicopter video. It was really silly to film, but it was fun. So thank you so much for asking.
Yeah. People saying pole dancing seems fun. A lot of people are talking about how pole is an official sport now.
Yes, it is. It's going to be in the Olympics. It's a beautiful sport. I definitely recommend, if you're interested, try it. It's for all body types, all genders, all ages. Yes, even kids can pole dance. Yes, even older people can pole dance. Some people start pole dancing in their 50s, 60s, 70s. So if you're older and you want to start pole dancing, you can. A lot of people try to say that it's not okay for kids to pole dance because there is an erotic nature to the history of pole dance, but there are different types of pole dancing, and the pole dancing that I do is not erotic, and the kind that kids do is not erotic. That's more pole sport or pole dancing as an art form. So yeah, do you have any other comments?
Yeah, Laura said that they came here from TikTok and they absolutely adore your videos. You and your partner, I think, are cute together. I came by you during Pride Month. What made you start pole dancing? Did you start out in regular dance and progress to the pole, or did you start out on the pole itself?
What's their name?
That is Laura in YouTube chat.
Oh, hey, Stacey. Hi, Laura. Thank you so much for your question and for your lovely comments. I really appreciate it. I just want to let everyone know that B is my partner, as in, like, not life partner. Well, we are life partners, but not romantically. We are soulmates, but it's not romantic. We are just friends. And Hayden, who is our third party of pole dancing, he is also a partner in crime, only not a romantic partner. So thank you so much for saying that and allowing me to clarify. And the question was, how did we start pole dancing?
Yeah, what brought you to pole dancing in particular? Did you start off a regular dancer and then move on to the pole, or did you want to start on the pole by itself?
Okay, thank you so much. So basically, I was not physically active at all. I did not do any physical activity, and I won free pole dancing classes at a boylesque show. So it was all male burlesque dancers. It was really cute. And so I won 6 free classes. I fell in love, and it was like really awesome because I fell in love with my body again, and I got strong and things like that. And also I got to finally find something that I could do be physically active, but not feel like I'm working out, because I don't like working out. So yeah, and B, started pole dancing because I made them. Did you want to add to that? That was kind of a joke.
Yeah, no, I got really into pole dancing obviously because I started visiting you, and you got a pole up in your house, and we just did some for fun. We did, there was one night where, I don't know if everybody in the chat has seen Rocky Horror Picture Show, but there was one time where we were watching Rocky Horror Picture Show on projector, and then we had the pole up, and we were singing and dancing along to the movie, but also pole dancing, and that was probably one of my first experiences, so I've just been getting more and more into it, and having a pole dancing studio definitely helps. Being a part of a pole dancing studio, yeah,
Definitely,
it's
that's
fun.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm not a dancer. I'm a software developer.
You are now, you're a dancer now, baby. So, yeah. And anyone can pole dance, and even if you just want to do it for funsies, not for anything else. You can be very young. Like, pole dancing doesn't have an age limit. Studios do though, so like you have to just find pole dancing classes for kids or learn online. Learning online is risky though because you could be doing things wrong that might not hurt in the moment, but it could have long-term effects on your body. So you want to learn in person if you can, especially kids. But yes, there's no age limit. I've seen kids of like pole dancers and stuff start as young as like 2, even younger. I feel like so. Yeah.
Yeah. Just people saying, hey, you know, wow, amazing strength you have.
Thank you.
First time I've ever been, Laura said, first time I've ever been mentioned in a live stream, super fangirly.
Oh, yay!
Yeah.
We like talking to you guys. What were you gonna say, Nate?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Laura said such an original, or such an awesome answer, such an original background for why you choose that style of dance.
Aw, thank you so much. And this is also our studio. We hand painted this. We hand painted this stage. Like this whole place we hand made ourselves, basically. So if you want to learn to pole dance and you're in Denver, please follow us on Instagram and message me and we can do some private lessons. So yeah, and I focus on beginners only right now. So if you're a little more advanced and want to pole dance, I can definitely recommend you more studios. We also have an amazing Discord. If you want to join our group chats, learn more about pole dancing. Also, if you just want to make some queer friends, we have a lot of queer people in our community. Pole dancing, Pole for Dummies is a queer community. So if that is your vibe and you want to get to know more people who are interested in those things, please message me on Instagram at Pole for Dummies, and I'll add you to our Discord. Yay! And if you like our content, please also support us on Patreon. All of this is linked at the top of our page. It's a link in bio, so you can find all of this stuff. We also make vagina soaps. It's not pretty vagina, they are just hand soaps.